is Jordan, and I'm going to talk about Coachella. So I've gone to Coachella for the past 4 years, and it's always really fun, but I've learned, like, from the first year that I went to the most recent year that I went, like, totally different. So the first year that I was there was probably one of the best lineups from when I've gone, but we were totally unprepared. We went the night before, because it starts on Friday, and if you're camping, you get there on Thursday usually, and we were camping. And the Wednesday before, we went and saw Muse here in Oakland, and then left Thursday at like 2 in the afternoon, and it takes like 8 hours to drive down there. So we get there at like midnight, and the line to like get into where the camping is so long. We didn't end up getting set up in our campsite until like 6 a.m. And then you wake up at like 8 in the morning because it's so hot. You feel like you're being like roasted alive in a tent. And since it was our first year, we didn't bring like any shade tents or anything, so we were just like stuck in the sun all day, really hot. And it was also before I was 21, so sneaking alcohol in was a big issue. But it all ended up being okay. But one thing that was kind of lame was, since we were so tired, it was the year that Jay-Z was there. We were so tired, we were like, I can't stay until the end, so we ended up missing Beyonce coming out with him, which was kind of a bummer. And then the second year, we drove to LA on Wednesday, so driving on Thursday was a lot quicker. It was only 2 hours to get there instead of driving 8 hours in one day. We brought shade tents. We had more people, like bigger, like more campsites next to each other. The lineup was still really good, but Kanye West sucks. Sorry if any of you like him. And the third year that I went was probably one of the most fun. We went with a group of like 35 people, and we had like I think 10 or 11 campsites, and we had them set up like this way. So we had the cars and then a big area in the middle. Like everybody had shade tents. It was just really crazy because there were so many of us, but it was really fun, and it was a lot cooler that year. It actually rained, and that was the first year they did 2 weekends. We were there the first weekend, and it actually rained on the first day, which was really nice. You had a lot more energy than being like cooked in the sun all day. You could sleep later because it wasn't as hot. And then the second weekend ended up being like 106 all weekend, so it was definitely better to go the first weekend. That was also the year that Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre were there, so I got to see the Tupac hologram, which was really cool. And we were all very confused when that happened, because, you know, there's lots of things going on during concerts. So we were a little confused when that happened, but we were like, obviously this is not Tupac. And this year, I wasn't planning on going because I didn't really like the lineup as much. But I'm going to sound like a brat, but I got really lucky, and my boyfriend's parents got us VIP tickets. And so we went and didn't camp. We stayed at a condo, so it was very different than all of my other Coachella experiences. It was nice to sleep in a bed and have a pool to go in instead of sleeping in a tent and waking up at 8 in the morning. There's a Ferris wheel there. It was the first year I've ridden a Ferris wheel, which was really fun. And there's lots of really weird people in the VIP areas. Lots of fake everything, and like old men with girls that you can't tell if they're their daughters or their girlfriends. So that's always really interesting. And I saw Jessica Alba coming out of the bathroom. That was pretty exciting. And the Red Hot Chili Peppers were awesome, but John Frusciante, so it wasn't as good, but they were still awesome.